What is up guys, Podek here and welcome to a special video. Now I'm going to be showing you some in real life football / soccer games. I don't know what to say, soccer or football, because I know you're supposed to call it football, so I was saying football, right? And then in my comments I get Americans who are mad at me for calling it football and are like, you're American, just call it soccer. And then when I call it soccer, all these British people and European people are like, no, you can't call it soccer, only Americans call it that, and the rest of the world calls it football, and it should be called, you know, blah blah blah. People always get so mad, I just can't win. So I'm just gonna be calling it football / soccer from now on, that way nobody can be upset. And if you're still upset, I don't even know what to say. Anyways, today I'm gonna be showing you some in real life football / soccer games that I've played for my school's team. Now, in the United States, school soccer, school football, this is gonna be so hard to keep saying. But okay, you know, I'm just gonna say football. I'm just gonna say football. So in the United States, school football is very bad, okay? It compared to the club level and, you know, every other level, it's super bad. And I play in like the highest level of club that you can play. And so sometimes I just go drop in for games at my school and it's very, very fun. So we filmed some of the games and I'm gonna be showing you highlights. I've played in 2 games and I've scored 6 goals in 2 games. So, you know, I'm gonna be playing you a bunch of the highlights and, you know, sit back, relax, and enjoy the footage. So for this first goal, this is like at the very beginning of our first game, I take a nice little touch around him, use some of that 99 pace. Now get ready for this. Ronaldo chop, right? Cut in. These kids are falling down. Look at this kid, he falls down. Beat the other kid and then put it away. I took on like the whole team for that goal, and I really, that was one of my best ones I think I scored. So in this next clip, you know, the ball is just being loose around the top of the box. I get a touch past that last defender, just going casually towards goal and just chip it right over the keeper. This next clip, we have Johnny Zizou, a fellow FIFA YouTuber, doing some nice bit of skill, beats a few players. It's a great through ball, and look at this for a finish. Not the best finish, but just look at that. Look at this, the defender, I'm just gonna pause it for a second. The defender, literally, the ball is going out of bounds, and he just is like this. Oh, it's going out of bounds, let me just pass it right back to the guy. He literally just puts it back in a play for our person to finish. It's ridiculous, but you know, that pretty much just sums all of these school games up. Alright, so next we have me right here. You know, I beat a player, and get ready for this. 1 meg, okay, but that's not enough. Double meg. And it's not over there. Get another touch, play it back to Johnny. Alright, now he's gonna beat a player, play it back to me. And then look at this. This is gonna be literally the worst shot you've ever seen in your life, and it's still gonna go in. I don't know how that goes in, but I'm not gonna complain. So this is funny. So good little play around the midfield. This is me, I'm sending a ball through to Bobby, one of our strikers, and he's gonna go dribble this up. And what is, just this is like, just watch this. Those are like the bad FIFA goals that go in failed compilations. It's kind of ridiculous how some of those even happen. But anyways, next clip. This is like the school soccer, school football. This is Barcelona. This is like Barcelona playing. I mean, we got some combinations going around in the wing, so a little bit of skills, right? I think we were winning by like 4 goals or something when this was, so we were just instructed to play it around. But I just want you to look at this. Just look at this. That meg. Huge shout out to Andreas for that meg. That makes me orgasm every single time I see it. So yeah, I like this clip because the guy just fell down as soon as I did the skill. I just like throwing that in there. Look at this one though. Look at this bit of skill. This is our goalkeeper in the field. Look at that one-time McGeady spin. I'll play it in slow motion. That is solid. That is really good. So yeah, that was a sick touch. And then here's me doing like a little pullback meg, beating a few players. I love how the bench, it just jumps up and down every time we get a meg. It is funny. But yeah, that was the end of that game. I think we won 5-0, yeah. Okay, so in this next game we get a penalty. This is Johnny, probably the shittiest penalty you've ever seen in your life, but it still goes in, you know. I love this meg, like look at that for a meg. That was amazing by Johnny again, and then he keeps dribbling and then the guy completely takes him out from behind. Kind of a funny fall in my opinion, but whatever. Oh, this was a good clip. So He plays me the ball, I'm going on the wing. There's some little kid on the sidelines who runs on the field. I cut into the middle. I don't know why I did this, just because I have a super shitty left foot, but I tried to do a Rabona, and I just went wide. If I pulled that off, that would have been amazing. But I love this clip. I'm like flicking it over 10 guys' heads with like back heels and stuff. Pull it down, drag back, Meg, and I got a shot off, but it didn't go in. I'm just gonna watch that again. I think that was my best bit of skill I did, was this. Flicking it over the guy. Does a back heel, sort of like rainbow type flick. Bring it down, pull it back, pull it forward, cut in. Straight after that, Meg. Damn, that was so sick. If I'd scored that, that would have been amazing. Alright, so now we're in the second half of this game. Like in the very beginning, I receive a throw-in, I believe. I beat a player, doing, you know, a bit of cool skill. Try the shot, deflects off, beat the guy, run into goal, outside of the foot, toe poke in. Solid goal, if I do say so myself. We get a nice goal there. That's Miles putting that away. It's a solid finish. This next clip, if I had scored this, it would have been sick. I got the ball, flick it up, side volley. It was just such a shitty shot. If I had made that, it would have been awesome. Yeah, here I get a cross, try to do a header, hits the goalkeeper, win it back. Nice little volley, roofs it into the net. Yeah, that was a solid goal. The crowd really enjoyed that goal. There was nothing that spectacular about it, but yeah. This finish was sick, right? Long shot off the crossbar and in. I mean, it wasn't a complete long shot, but I mean, from like 23 yards out. This was a great ball here to Austin, and that was a really nice goal there, but yeah. Okay, now this clip is great. Okay, so there's a ball in the air. Bobby brings that down. It's a brilliant touch, beating the player. We're pulling it back. We played to this kid Luke. Now Luke, he's not a great player. Let's just say that. But when he pulled off this skill, look at this. Look at that. When he pulled off that skill, everyone was just going insane. That was like that was the highlight of the game when he pulled off that skill. Alright, so that is the end. That was only 2 games. So if you'd like to see more of this, maybe like every 2 or 3 games, I could make one of these highlight reels for you guys just to keep you updated. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Let me know what you thought about all the games and stuff in the comments, and peace.
Not complaining, but the best part of life is not even living it. Love sleeping and just using the internet, but my time is limited, and I better figure this before I'm slipping. This opportunity at my fingertips. Now let me just tell you what I came to do. Trying to show you I can rap as fast as I'm able to.